There's no preamble or pretty scenery shots or anything with this one. I'm just being completely real, concise, straight to the point. Have you ever noticed that with a lot of the men's sort of advice and fashion and help channels, they're always selling something, they're always pushing something to you? You know, I'm sure they've got like good intentions and their hearts are in the right place and all of that. But doesn't it seem to you guys that it's just that they're always trying to sell something to you? I always have a problem with that. Buy this, buy that, improve your life by buying my cologne or buying my fashion line or, you know, some bullshit product, whatever it is, doesn't matter. I get it. You know, people have got to put food on the plate. They've got to keep a roof over their heads. But to me, it just seems disingenuous and dishonest, and it makes people seem like they've got an ulterior motive, you know? And I have a problem with that. Because I think if you're trying to give advice to people, if you're trying to be real with them, as they'll put it, you know, and they'll get on camera for a little bit or whatever, and like, obviously I'm not naming names here, and I don't have a huge following on YouTube, so, you know, I don't have anything to gain by saying any of this, but it just seems to me that if you're trying to help people, why are you trying to sell stuff to them? I personally believe that the two are mutually exclusive. I mean, sure, have some merch that has your brand on it or whatever. Who cares, you know? That's neither here nor there. But if you're like actively saying to people, here, improve your life with these products, it comes across as so false. And so many people on YouTube are doing it. So many people on YouTube are pushing their own crap on you. And I'm not saying they're bad people for doing this, because like I said before, they're trying to keep a roof over their heads. They're trying to keep their families fed, man. And like, so long as you're not literally ripping people off, then that's, you know, neither here nor there. But it's just so disingenuous. Like, I don't want to come across as harsh, or like I don't think these people are trying to do good things, because in the vast majority of cases, I do believe a lot of these channels and all of them and all of the people that run the channels, they have their hearts in the right place. It's just that I think people deserve more than having somebody try and sell them shit. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Maybe I view the world in a different way, but I don't know. That's just my take on things. I know some of you probably feel different, and some of you probably think that it's not necessarily a bad thing, that some of you probably don't mind supporting people that are trying to run a business or whatever. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be about a brand or a business. It should be about individuals helping one another. And if you can help one another without trying to sell them something, then you should do that. That's what I believe. You know, this lockdown's been kind of a blessing, because it's given me more of a chance to, you know, walk around down here and think about things, and that's important. That's an important part of growth and self-discovery, is coming upon and stumbling upon these realizations yourself. And I was just thinking about that before, because I had a bunch of YouTube videos suggested to me in my feed, you know, self-help videos, things like that, and they're all well-meaning. They're all, you know, the road to ruin is paved with good intentions. I know that's an extreme extrapolation of the situation, but if you're giving people advice, you should be as upfront and honest as possible in how you're presenting yourself and how you're presenting things. Because if your ulterior motive is actually to sell them something, then you should really find something else to do. You should really find a different avenue to take, because that's just not good enough, and people owe one another more than that. I want people to get better. I want people to improve their lives, you know? I want people to do the basics, like brush their teeth and change their underwear, and just simple little things like that. But men in particular don't need to be sold something whilst they're being told those things. You know, I think there's a lot of different facets and factors here. Parents aren't doing the right job. We aren't doing the right job. We're not helping one another enough. Too busy trying to make a quick buck. Too busy trying to make money from other people. We owe ourselves more than that. We owe the world more than that. Because ultimately, I feel like a lot of these channels start with good intentions. They start by going, all right, we're going to help out dudes. We're going to help them dress better. We're going to help them feel better and think better about themselves. And then eventually it becomes a business and they think of themselves as a brand. And then they decide to sell their audience products. And like I said before, I get it, People have got to put food on their tables. But I can't be the only one that thinks that there's a problem with selling something to someone you're trying to help, right? It annoys me because rather than put these in a bin or take it to the tip or somewhere like that, they just chuck them in the lake. Look at all the creatures that live here. And people just selfishly put things like this, trash, in the lake, just to infect the waterways. It's pretty gross. I know I went off topic there a little bit. I just got annoyed when I saw the tires in the water. Why can't people just dispose of their rubbish properly? That bothers me a lot. People should just be more considerate. But we don't really live in a considerate time right now, especially during lockdown. People are less considerate than ever. And just to add, there's no one around me, so I don't need to put the mask up. There's no one for a mile around. So that's my being considerate right there. This place is gorgeous. And then people come and pollute it like that. And that annoys me. So stop trying to sell things to people that you're trying to help and stop polluting our waterways with your crap. That's what I'd have to say. Anyways, those are just some thoughts and feelings that I felt necessary to share. There's always going to be trolls that say, who cares about the waterways? Just trash them. Doesn't matter. But we're ignoring those guys. What we're doing is we're trying to help one another here. That's the important thing. That's what we should be doing. No selling you anything. Just trying to help you guys out. My name's Aussie Marcel. If you've watched this, thank you for watching.